Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak Wadash. Want to send double honor to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and safety is to the hopeful elect Akim out there doing this work in sincerity and in truth, presenting your bodies as a living sacrifice and risking your freedom that you may do the will of Yahweh Shai Shai. In the hearty shalom to the Israelites that are scattered abroad amongst these heathen nations that may look like these heathen nations, but are by the blood, right, and by the seed, you are of the nation of Israel, which consists of the so-called Negroes, so-called Hispanics, and the so-called Native Americans today. Right, hearty shalom as well to the few sincere women out there that subscribe unto the true doctrine of Yahweh Shai Shai. This is the brother you'll call Amath with the Great Millstone, Nebraska camp, coming back with another lesson, Lord willing, to feed and edify the lost sheep of the nation of Israel through the Holy Spirit, Rachak Kodash. And what I want to get into was, something that I brought out on the highways and the hedges the other day, or this past week. I was looking for a word as I was speaking. I asked the brothers to look for a particular definition for the word speckled, and which the definition that I called for never came out, which full accountability's on me for that, but I wanted to come back and give the clarification, to this word, and to go into it, to those who may, come across this particular precept or hear one of the brothers, speak on Israel being as a speckled bird, and give, the understanding to it. Okay. So I do pray that this is edifying. And without further ado, let's get into it. Matter of fact, I'm going to get this first. It says, let all things be done unto edification. All right. Let me see. Edification. I'll just type in edification. Okay. This is the book of Romans, chapter 15 and verse 2, right? It says, let every one of us please his neighbor for his good to edification. Okay, and our neighbors essentially is the Israelites. Okay, we do have these other nations around us. Okay, but the word wasn't given unto them. So in this particular verse, this is not talking to the heathen nations, those that are not of the seed and the bloodline of the nation of Israel. All right, this is talking about the Israelites. Okay, that he may be edified. And you see right here in the NLT, it says, we should help others do what is right.
Strong's G 3619. Oikadame.
That word edify means
Oikadame.
Okay, it means to build one up. Okay, it says right here.
Strong's G 3619. Oikadame.
Okay, it says the act of building up, metaphor, edifying, edification, the act of one who promotes another's growth in Christian wisdom, piety, happiness, holiness, a building. Okay, so that's the main point, to build someone up, so that's the purpose here, not only here at Great Millstone, but if you're a man of the Lord, wherever you may be, if you're sincere, the purpose is to build up your neighbor, to build up your brother, all right, your fellow Israelites. Okay, so now I want to get into this Jeremiah chapter 12 and verse 9. Now, I'm not sure how long this lesson is going to be. We'll just see what the Spirit permits. Okay, so now let's get into this. This is Jeremiah chapter 12 and verse 9. Okay, it says, mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. All right, and that heritage is the nation of Israel. You see in the NLT that confirms it. It says, my chosen people. All right, and it says that the Most High chose one lily, one river. Okay, he chose one people and set them near himself, and that's the nation of Israel. Okay, because in a heritage, as I mentioned aforetime is an inheritance, and we are that inheritance of the Lord. Okay, we are that people that He set His name in. We are the people that He, that He dished out wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to. Gave the law, statutes, and commandments to the nation of Israel. All right. So it says, "Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field, come to devour." Okay, so now we're getting to this word speckled. Okay, and the word speckled, and it looks like tazabawa, wa'ai. I may be pronouncing it wrong, so like here. But it says color, variegated, speckled. Okay. Now, when you get into this word variegated, let's just look it up. Okay. And it brings up this, a variegated leaf. All right, but it's I'm gonna jump down to this definition of variegated, which is the definition that I was actually looking for was not speckled, but the word variegated, which was one of the definitions of speckled. Okay. So once again, to those who may have been watching that live stream and was looking for the understanding then and there, my sincere apologies about that. And one of the brothers here actually brought it to my attention. As far as just doubling back on things that you may have missed. Things that may have been maybe helped to build one up. So you see this variegated here. It says exhibiting different colors, especially as irregular patches or streaks. Another definition right here says multicolored. You have Israelites that look like all different types of nations. You have Israelites that look like so-called white people. You have Israelites that look like so-called Chinese people. Okay. You have Israelites that look like every nation upon the earth. Because when you go into the book of Acts, the 2nd chapter, it shows you about all these different men that came from these different lands. All right, Acts 2:5, it says, "And there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men, out of every nation under heaven. Now when this was noised abroad, the multitude came together and were confounded, because that every man heard them speak in his own language. And they were all amazed and marveled, saying one to another, Behold, are not all these which speak Galileans? And how hear we every man in our own tongue where we were born?" Okay, so that's just going into how you have, that specifically is going to how you have Israelites that may be in these particular lands that speak the language of that land. Okay, but that has nothing to do with their seed. That has nothing to do with whether they're an Israelite or not. Okay, as I mentioned at the beginning, you have Israelites that were scattered abroad throughout these heathen nations, because of our transgressions against the Lord, and because, well, really, that's it. This is why we're under the curses and we've been scattered abroad. Okay, so the point being is that you will have Israelites that may come from different lands and may speak fluent French, may speak fluent Japanese, or whatever land they come from. Okay. So it says Parthians and Medes and Elamites and the dwellers in Mesopotamia and Judea and Cappadocia and Pontus and Asia, Phrygia and Pamphylia and Egypt and the parts of Libya about Cyrene, and strangers of Rome, Jews and proselytes, Cretes and Arabians, we do hear them speak in our tongues the wonderful works of the Most High. So you have Israelites that are all over the place, man. And they may look like the people of these lands. Okay, you got Israelites that are fair skinned. Okay, but this is why we always try the Spirit by the Spirit. Okay, because we never know who we're dealing with. You don't know if you're dealing with an Israelite or not. You even have Israelites or non-Israelites that look like Israelites. Okay, That's another thing. You have non-Israelites that look like Israelites. All right. So our job is to make sure that we are dealing faithfully and truthfully. And Yahweh Shai Shai, he'll give the understanding. He'll give the clarification to a situation. Okay. But yeah, this is pretty much the lesson. I just wanted to clear that up. Going back into that speckled bird, you have to look into the word variegated. Okay. Look into the word variegated. We're going to look at it one more time, right? Variegate. Let's see if I can spell it right. Okay. Variegate, to diversify an external appearance, especially with different colors, right? So, now that's, once again, it says that the nation of Israel, the heritage of the Lord, is as a speckled bird unto him. And it also said within there, which is another indicator that this is Israel. Okay, let's get back to it. 12 and verse 9, it says, and all, I'll read it again, mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about her are against her, right? It speaks about these different nations. All right, they make a tumult against the nation of Israel. They do not like the nation of Israel. They despise the nation of Israel. Okay, none of these different nations, these heathen nations, have ever been for the part of the nation of Israel. Plain and simple. Okay, so this is just more clarification of who Israel is. But Lord willing, this was edifying. Call all Yahweh Shai for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. And I pray that you brothers, you few brothers,